Thank you, Noel. Our next speaker up is Micah Jackson. He's a co-host of Freethinker Radio. Micah and I work together a lot on the End the Fed rallies.
Thank you, guys. I still remember the four-party debates we had here a few years back, and you were here speaking strongly, cogently for the Libertarian Party, and I came to know a number of people from that. And I really appreciate Noel's message overall that we need to grow the liberty movement, and we need to communicate with more and more people, and one of the number one things to communicating is, of course, listening. So, it's something that I had to learn. I spent most of my time since I got out of the service working for corporate America, Schlumberger, and El Paso Natural Gas. And I went to school at night, and I did that forever. So I kind of had blinders on in dealing with people. So when I started working with a group of people known as the Houston Freethinkers, we get out and we do things, and we meet people. We go everywhere from an Occupy event to a Tea Party event to a straw poll to this, and we get out and we listen to people and we talk to people, and we discover that everybody somehow has an analog to a liberty issue. And if you just wait for it, they'll give you that moment. When I was putting together, what am I going to say here? I've ranted against the war and the Federal Reserve and on and on and on, and I figure everybody here is already on that page. So, I think the biggest message we can get is if we get up and we do something, every small bit counts. And I spend a lot of time every week doing this, but every time I get tired, something new happens and something very exciting happens. And this morning we were honored on Freethinker Radio to have a in-house visit by Gary Johnson, and I was very, very flattered to experience that and to hear such cogent, strong arguments. And everywhere I look, it seems like Gary Johnson is polling better than any other Libertarian Party presidential nominee yet, and that's very exciting for the party. And I think that, as I was saying about getting up off the couch, that's what a lot of people in the movement are doing in all types of different ways, and this party's as legitimate as any other. So, we give a voice to anybody running, and maybe more legitimate if you even have to have a party at all, instead of just a loose group of people that come together knowing this is a liberty issue and this is a liberty issue. And that's one of the things we do with Freethinker Radio and with the Houston Freethinkers is we've tried to find solutions, rather than just go out in front of the Fed on a bi-weekly basis and tell people about the bills, which thank goodness HR 459 passed. And I hope any Senate candidate here and anybody concerned about that gets after the Senate right away. We've got 26% of the Senate, and we can get more. And we went to visit Cornyn's representative over this issue just last week, the group from the Freethinkers, myself included. And I really hope that y'all could take the time to go to who represents me and contact your senators. And maybe, the way I look at it, every senator is my senator at this point. So let them know that you support that if you do, and I am sure most of you do. But back to what I was originally saying, it's about getting out of your comfort zone. It's meeting people you may not normally meet in your job or in your academic pursuits or in your entrepreneurial endeavors, whatever it may be. And as the more you do, the more it happens. There's times you're spending, this candidate doesn't make it, you're staying up late on these committees, what you're fighting for doesn't make it. But you make connections with people, and through that, different things happen. Someone hears a particular thing you say, and it spurs them to think this way, or they say something in response, and it moves and expands the movement like that. It's not just the revolution in the hearts and minds of the people who don't know about liberty, but it's also a revolution in the hearts and minds of us who do. And we need to remember that, be open to hearing other people. And ever since I've become engaged in this, my whole life I've cared about freedom. But years ago, I became a Ron Paul delegate in '08, and when I saw someone in the political machine, which I had no faith in, fighting against some of the corporatism, the war, and the Federal Reserve, which I see, this party fighting against as well, it really moves me in the political spectrum. So I hope everyone here will remember that, we have to build our own systems of reliance. This is our community. People that may or may not agree with us, that is our community. And if we want to build something, it has to come from these people. So please meet everybody, meet everyone you can, talk to them about the message of freedom, find solutions for yourself. If it's buying silver, planting a garden, doing something, support this in your friends. You know, even if it's a small step, it's something. You know, doing something is freedom. It's taking responsibility for your time and trying to create something. And I hope you all check out our interview with Gary Johnson on Freethinker Radio Tuesday. And I appreciate all your time today listening to this. Thank you very much.